Okay. Let me catch my breath a bit. Okay. I wanted to talk a bit about self-love today. It was just a topic that was on my mind just before I started my workout, or during my workout today. Um, when I was younger, I used to think that I wasn't the most handsome kid. I mean, I was one of the ugliest people in my class. I used to think that those things used to bother me. I didn't get as much friends. I didn't talk to as much people. People didn't like me and all that sort of thing. So I was reserved. I withdrew to myself, into my own mind a lot. I read books. I focused on my studies. I got good grades. Well, I got good enough grades. I wasn't always the first in my class, but I was among the top of my class. I was in the top of my class. Always was like that. But then I didn't still get people, and somehow it ate at me, or it bit at me like something that disturbed me. So let me do a bit of my workout. My body is itching me to get out. Okay. So back to my story. So my solution then was to just forget about whatever my mind was saying and just do me and do me. And for the next couple of years, that was when I was in secondary school or high school, whatever part of the world you're listening to this from. Secondary school years, the equivalent of high school. So I just went on like that and I focused on doing whatever me is or was. I kept reading, I kept being myself. And as I got older, I got to like that part of me. I stopped trying to I stopped trying to have friends. I stopped trying to be like the nicest person. I just focused on the best parts of me. And if there was something I didn't like about myself, I just tried to work on that. If there was a skill I felt that okay, I would like to have this skill. I tried to find books on that. I mean, it's an interesting part of being a bookworm is that the interesting part of being a bookworm is that if you lack something, you can go get it in a book. You don't have to necessarily ask people for it. So bit by bit, I started working on myself, my skills, and things like that. I remember the first book I bought for myself was 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. It was fascinating then. It was fascinating. I still have the book now, and from time to time I still refer to it. And I bought a couple of other books and more and more. I bought How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. I bought Atomic Habits by James Clear. I read a bunch of books here and there. And I found to just embrace myself. I think that's the best part of being me, being you. It's just getting to do those quirky little things, those odd things about yourself. And I think that's people are trying to hide that oddness about themselves in today's society. I focus on being general, being accepted, not being rebellious, being sane, and all that. It's it's what's the word for it? I mean that's the most selfish thing, not to show your own uniqueness. You're trying to be normal. You're not trying to show that hey, I'm also a human being and I'm special too. I'd like to see uniqueness in people more and not faking it. Not faking it. Yeah. I mean I'm trying to be my best self. Working on consistency, working on discipline, working on maintaining same habits. I'm embracing myself. I think that's what self love is about. I think that's what it's about. So, yeah, see you around tomorrow.